Hey guys, this is 101 R Smith and I'm back with yet another review for you guys. Today I'm bringing to the channel the high grade Kamiki Burning Gundam from Gundam Build Fighters Try. Now this thing literally showed up at the 11th hour. This thing came out literally at the last episode of Gundam Build Fighters Try. That last episode was just so nuts. It was a toy commercial extravaganza, the likes of which I have yet to see anywhere else, and I love it for it because while it might be over the top and loopy, it was definitely worth it just to get all these brand new designs, even if they were a bit last minute. You could tell that the animators and the designers were having a lot of fun with that episode. But here we are with Sekai Kamiki's final Gundam, and it's definitely taking a step forward into making the Burning Gundam his own, especially with the design. It takes aspects of his martial arts style and definitely adds a flair to it, no pun intended, and it looks really great. So it's kind of interesting to see once he figure out how to do Gunpla, how to make it his own. So it's kind of curious to see how much different it's going to be from the other Burning Gundams. I'm very doubtful it'll be that much different, but if it already had a good base, can't really complain too much about it. Before we begin, why don't we take a second to thank the sponsor who was able to gift me this. Guys, go check out Canadian Gundam if you can. They have great deals. They have very obscure and very hard to find Gunpla, and they come with a flat rate $10 shipping fee all across North America. So go check them out if you can. Tell them that Reggie sent you and go pick you up some Gunpla. So while we're at it, why don't we open up the box and see what we have here. All built up, and we have the Kamiki. All built up, and we have the Kamiki Burning Gundam. And I gotta say, putting a top coat definitely helps to bring the blue, clear, plastic particle effects to life. It makes it look so much glossy and so much more illuminating than it would have been just outside the box. But even if you're just going for a straight build, this thing looks almost complete with its all put together self. The red is a great red. There's very few stickers that are needed outside the eyes, and the black trim. This is all parts together fit in, and it looks great. It looks like the Burning Gundam is taking a dojo class and it became a samurai warrior. I definitely love the brand new double V fin that it came with, and the aesthetics just look so great. It looks so vibrant. I just wish I had a black light to put this thing on so you could really see how bright the plastic particle effect parts really do shine. The one negative about colors though is the sheath and the sword itself. Unfortunately, those are going to require some work. It's just going to become gray and the sword itself is going to be white. But if you put in some work, you could definitely make this thing pop even more. But the Gundam itself is a thing of beauty, and it's definitely something to behold. But while it looks great, let's take a look at its articulation. As we always do, we start with the head. Head is on a polycat neck joint and can go 360 degrees with no problem. Just it got a little sturdy there because of the top coat, but I promise you, without the top coat, it can go pretty easily. Shoulders can pop out. Unfortunately, they carry the DNA of the Burning Gundam. The arms don't stick in very well, but that shoulder bit can pop out, which was very revolutionary at the time. Arms can go 360 degrees, no problem. They can go parallel to each other. You're going to get a swivel joint at the bicep, and you're going to get a double jointed elbow. Hands are the plug-and-play polycap. Front skirts are attached, but if you detach them, they can go separate together. Side skirt can go out. You're going to get a very beautiful double jointed knee. Ankles, you're going to get a lot of articulation with front, back, side to side, and swivel. Overall, this is a very articulate Gundam and a very articulate piece of Gundam. I just wish the arms could stay in a little bit more. But that's always been a problem with the Burning Gundam series, and unfortunately, at the tail end of it, it still wasn't fixed. Now we get down to the accessories, and there really aren't that much to talk about, but there are some points to bring up. As the aforementioned sword, it's just, when you get this out of the box, it's going to be all gray. I tried my best to paint it. I gave it a gunmetal look with the scabbard and the hilt to give it a gold to make it pop out. The sword itself is going to be able to be more than functional by itself, and you're going to be able to pull off some pretty good sword poses, especially if you get this thing on an action pose. I like to keep mine a little bit more grounded, a little bit more down to earth, if you will. And the sword poses look great. It looks great with the sword itself. Definitely can make a lot of demanding and strong poses with it. And the sword, I just wish wasn't all white going into it, because had it been able to be part separated, it would have added a lot more character than trying to do it by yourself. But hey, I guess, man, I got a little bit lazy. And then, of course, the burning effect parts that come with it, which are brand new for this game. Reminds me of the hyper mode of the Burning Gundam from G Gundam. Definitely more characteristic than the original bits and pieces. But the cool thing about the burning effect parts are you get the punch and kick effects from the original Build Burning and Try Burning Gundam. So if you wanted to use those are available to you. So that's what makes this get accessible for everyone. Because if you love the Build Burning and the Try Burning, it's still a continuation of everything you love, just more amplified. And no, this is not a Digimon. Overall, what I gotta say about the Kamiki Burning Gundam, this is a great gunpla to have in your collection. The arms, I wish they still stay in place, but it has the DNA of the Build Burning. That was a flaw that was in the Build Burning and the Try Burning, and it continues here, which is disappointing because you would think at the last evolution they'd be able to fix that, but no. Besides that, you still get all the effect parts from the original Build Burning series, and you get the sword. While the sword itself, I wish coming unpainted does hurt it a little bit, especially since there's not too many accessories that come with the kit. It's a melee-based combat unit. So you're gonna wish that there was more to it, but if you understand what it's meant to be, you can still have a lot of fun. Personally, I would put this thing posing next to a Stray or Barbatos. And overall, the colors look great. Again, the red, the Plasky, blue effect parts, the yellow trim, the head, the V-fin. Every single part about this kit looks amazing. And this is, again, out of box, unpainted, just with a clear top coat. And it makes this thing stand out even more. So if you've been holding back for the last 7 or so years about getting this kit, I think you should make the jump. I think you would appreciate it, especially it didn't take too long to build. It only took a little over 2 hours, and it was a lot of fun. But you're gonna want to paint that sword and the scabbard. So if you have that in mind, you want to make that work, you can. And I would recommend this kit for someone who's looking to beginning for customization. So with that in mind, I am 101 R Smith, and I will see you later. Peace.